The Trailblazers in Portland. And that was a close call. They pulled it out with the win and just 2 points at that. But it wasn't easy.
And Kevin, that was one of those gritty wins that the coaches love because they struggled in a lot of areas, but they battled through and got the win.
Yeah, that's what you call a team win. That's what you have to do as a team. You're not going to be perfect every night. Sometimes you have to scrap and scrape for it, and they came out on top.
DeAndre Jordan signed that big offer sheet with Golden State last year. The Clippers matched it, knowing that Jordan had a bright future ahead of them, and I think they're counting on him making big improvement over the next several years.
And he knocks down the first one.
And you know, for DeAndre Jordan, guys, with his size and athleticism, remember now, he can almost dunk without jumping. It's certainly easy to see why teams would want him. I mean, he'd be coveted because of his ability and potential. He's got a lot of room to grow, but the physical tools are already on full display.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Well, when you look at DeAndre Jordan, just a tremendous physical talent, great athleticism, can run, can jump. He's already good, but I think as his skills develop, I mean, he's got the potential to be a great center.
Nash against Paul. Kobe dishes to Nash. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And for DeAndre Jordan, Steve, you mentioned his upset. Right now, almost all his points come across the lane, right around the rim, close in.
Yeah, you'll rarely see him shoot from outside of the restricted arc area, really. I mean, his free throw stroke shows you why. He's got work to do there. If he can develop something offensively, a jump hook and a mid-range jump shot, watch out.
And that one falls for Nash.
Staples Center was just an unwelcoming venue all around last season, and the Lakers did their part by defending the home court not only with pride, but passion too.
And so Nash nails both of them. Lakers always tough, as you mentioned, Clark, here at home, and last year no different. Ended up 26-7 here inside the Staples Center. Was a big part, Steve, of why they were able to win the Pacific Division.
Well, any team that is a serious championship contender, Kevin, is going to control its home floor. And the Lakers, despite the fact that they lost in the conference semifinals, they were a contender, and they controlled their home floor pretty much all season long.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Outside. Kicks it to Butler. Passes it to Jordan. Baseline try. And he knocks down the jumper. Los Angeles Clippers, they come into this one following a loss to the Grizzlies.
While shooting as poorly as they did, there was very little chance they were going to win that game, guys.
Yeah, there was sort of a snowball effect in the game that I saw. I mean, what started as a cold night for a few guys became contagious and became a cold night for everybody.
Here's Paul. Steve Nash making his last shot. Griffin goes in. Jordan. Rebound by Antoine Jamison. Lakers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. And now to Doris, who spoke with Vinny Delnick. Doris?
This game is their first against the new-look Lakers, and Coach knows that they have to be ready for anything. He said with Nash running the show, they can push the tempo a lot more if they please. It could be like facing Showtime 2.0, and we need to be prepared for that. I haven't even mentioned what Kobe can do. They might just see Showtime 2.0, guys.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
Defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane. Well, you look at Vinny Delnick, spent some time in the Phoenix Suns front office as a scout before moving on to the coaching ranks when he landed that first job with the Chicago Bulls.
And here is Jordan, following the three-pointer by Kobe Bryant. Jordan kicks the ball. Butler. The tip in on the offensive rebound. Griffin's got his first 2 points of the night.
And what I like watching, Kevin, with this guy is his ability to just chase down rebounds. He plays so hard, hustles from the opening tip till the final buzzer. And it really shows with his work on the offensive glass.
And don't forget now, a walking highlight reel every time he steps on the court. His flair for the dramatic makes him worth the price of his mission all by himself.
And Steve, you go back to Vinny Delhead, scout for the Suns prior to coaching. He was also in broadcasting.
Yeah, he's been around the game forever. You know, a lifer. His father was a coach. You know, it's in his blood. He actually grew up just outside of Springfield, Massachusetts, the home of the Hall of Fame. So Vinny, I guess, is just meant to be in basketball.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Kobe with it, and Crawford picks him up defensively. And again, Kobe Bryant. Kobe's got 7 points.
Well, that shot was made possible by the work Dwight Howard did.
Paul gets a screen from Griffin. Paul kicks to Griffin. The feed now to Crawford. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
Let's take a quick look at last year's numbers for Steve Nash. Second in assists, 4th in free throw percentage. And he seemed to have a great touch from inside and out. He was in the top 15 in field goal percentage.
And, you know, going back to his assists, I mean, he was number 2 in the league in assists. One of his greatest attributes as a player is his peripheral vision. And he's willing to make the extra pass on him. And he showed that big time last season.
Backing down is Howard. Fades away. It's hauled in by Butler.
And, you know, guys, Caron Butler was a solid addition to the Clippers last year. He signed a 3-year deal, which was surprising given that he was coming off major knee surgery. But he gave the Clippers the outside shooting small forward that they needed.
Now here's Kobe after the miss from Crawford. Kobe kicks it over to Nash. It's up a 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Big mistake not having more defensive pressure on him out there.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Howard. Barnes comes in for Pau Gasol. Devin Ebanks, he's checked in for Antoine Jameson. And it's Andrew Goudlock in for Steve Nash. Here's Bledsoe. There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. And you mentioned Butler's outside shooting, Steve, important for the Clippers to be able to spread the floor with Paul and Griffin.
Yeah, Butler actually spaces the defense out and keeps them honest. Paul is their pick and roll operator, and obviously Griffin gets it done in the paint.
Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Kobe. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Willie Green's checked in for Travis Leslie. Hill kicks it to Odom. 6 to shoot. Green left side. Fires at the elbow. And again, no good by the Clippers. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 16-6 run. 52 seconds left to play in the first. Meeks, headed by Green. Here's Ebanks. Barnes passes to Meeks. And that one's good.
They are setting the tone here early with their work on the boards.
Yeah, only a moderate advantage here, slight one, but as the game wears on, it's one they'll definitely look to build on.
41 seconds left in the first quarter. Bledsoe with Odom a screen. Green kicks to Hill. Back to Green. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Just 5 on the clock. Odom's shot. Good. Here's Goudlock. And there's the pass to Hill. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Lakers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
2 shots.
The first one falls. Both teams will make substitutions. He doesn't get the second one. And here's Griffin. Had a tough time getting anything going against the Grizzlies. He was a non-factor.
Well, you have to get a hand into his face because that's his range right there.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already at a double-digit lead. Lakers.
Coming up next Monday, Marcin Gortat and the Phoenix Suns take on LeBron James and the Miami Heat, East versus West. Make sure to catch it.
Defense has been terrific. They came out right from the beginning, alert and focused. They've been really good at that end of the floor.
And I think Coach has to be pleased with the effort, Steve.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for the Lakers right now, a star-studded backcourt of Nash and Kobe. Howard is out there with world peace, and it's Barnes in at the small forward. And he makes the first.
Yeah, Crawford is everything you want out of a scoring guard. He can spot up and make jump shots or handle the ball and create shots off the dribble. He loves that little crossover move where he'll just get you going one way, take the ball the other, and rise up and hit that jump shot.
The real struggle with guarding Jamal, Steve, is that once he gets it going, it's really hard to slow him down because of his speed and ability to pull up off the dribble. I mean, he stops on a dime straight up into that lethal jump shot of his. No matter how you look at it, you've got to consider last season for the Clippers a renaissance for the franchise. The one area they'll need to work on is doing a better job getting wins on the road.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Kevin, Kobe Bryant, of course, is one of the league's true superstars. It's interesting. When asked what the greatest compliment someone could give him about his game, he said that I'm a blue-collar type of player. With all the talent and the artistry or flair and whatever it may be, the thing that I really pride myself on is the fact that I play hard, and I play like the 12th guy on the bench. Easier to coach your team when you've got Kobe Bryant, guys.
A little insight into his legendary work ethic. Much appreciated, Doris. The back of the Clippers, it was still an improvement for them by a large jump, but they know they can finish above 500 on the road with their talent. You know, Griffin, Paul, the names go on and on.
Well, they added Lamar Odom as well, so this is a team that has plenty of talent. And now that they've had some success, I think they can build on that. They've got a chance to be a force in the NBA for the foreseeable future.
Gasol dishes to Jamison. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kobe with it, and Crawford picks him up defensively. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Clippers trailed by 7. Paul, right side. Over Nash. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Boy, Chris Paul is such a joy to watch. A technician offensively, if you will. Always alert, ever in control. He typically exploits whatever mistakes the defense makes.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Hill left side. Over Turioff. The Clippers grab the miss.
Really good work defensively. This coach has to be happy with his team.
Yeah, forcing that miss right there, great effort.
Here's Odom, gets the bucket. Odom's got his second bucket of the night. Well, we talked about Chris Paul, one of the premier ball handlers in the league, and Steve, he can get anywhere he wants to on the court.
Yeah, that's because of his incredible strength, Kevin. It's very deceiving. Paul doesn't doesn't look like the biggest guy, but he's really, really strong. And so all he has to do is get just a step by his defender, and then he's got the strength to hold him off and then create enough space to knock down that shot.
Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And this is where you just start picking apart the defense, and now you take their confidence away. You can really take control of this game.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. With this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. The Lakers second.
That was an impressive campaign for their big men, and I thought the whole team did a really nice job of getting bodies on people and really boxing out.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Picked up by Hill. Here's Meeks. And he was fouled on the way out. 2 free throws now for him.
The move they made in the offseason before the start of last year, the Clippers became a team with instant playoff pressure and expectation. They were actually expected to make the playoffs, and they did.
The first free throw is good. And that's a strange place for the Clippers because for so long they really weren't viewed as a perennial playoff team. And now, Steve, all that has certainly changed.
Well, with Chris Paul and Blake Griffin, now all of a sudden they've got 2 cornerstones. And it looks like they could be good for a long time. They still got to get Chris Paul locked up contractually. If they can do that, now all of a sudden there's a turnaround from this horrendous Clipper history.
You know, with the Lakers, it's all about winning titles. Anything else is considered a disappointment. And they were tested early, though.
Odom with it. Ready now by Barnes. Here's Griffin. Comes up empty down low. Lakers leading by 5. Feet to Nash. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. He feeds it to Hill. Fades back. Gets it to go. And the Lakers lead by 7. Go back to that matchup for the Lakers against Denver. Kobe's illness, had the stomach flu, hard chest out with the suspension, Meta World Peace. You know, had gotten the late regular season suspension with the elbow to the side of the head of James Harden. Steve, they were certainly facing their struggles.
Yeah, and those struggles caught up to them in the next round, Kevin, when they lost to the Oklahoma City Thunder, the younger, more talented team winning in that one. So for the Lakers, moving forward, they've got a lot of talent, but it's aging talent. And sooner or later, they're going to have to get younger on that roster.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Kobe in the last matchup against the Trailblazers came through when they needed him to. He ended with 14 points and added a few rebounds as well. Just a dominant performance from him, and he reminds you why he's so highly regarded in this league, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. You're all over this stuff. And no doubt, Clark, his team very happy with his contribution as well.
Well, Kevin, you got to love the impact he can bring to a game. I mean, he's a critical, crucial part of their game plan each and every night.
Yep, I mean, he's such a big part of their team, and when he plays like that, I mean, it's so important for his club.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Barnes. Jamison comes in for Meeks. And Kobe is subbed in for Steve Nash. He hits the second from the line.
You almost could see it happening, the Clippers being a playoff-bound team last year with the talent they brought in, and they actually made a splash in the playoffs.
Paul, right side. Ejected by Howard. Outside Griffin. Paul passes to Green. Pass to Jordan. Back to Green. Outside Hill. And it's good from the elbow. Hill's got his first points of the night. Tough first-round matchup with the Grizzlies, and they had some injury scares in that one as well, Steve.
Yeah, but they were able to pull that series out in dramatic fashion, winning in Game 7 on the road before getting swept in round 2 by the Spurs. But all in all, a very, very successful year for the Clippers.
Offensive rebound.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board, and his length doesn't hurt either.
Brink kicks to Hill. Over Jamison. Again missing Hill. Lakers leading by 6. Blake dishes to Kobe. He dishes it to Blake. Kobe, the pass to Howard. And low to Hill. Back to Howard. Lakers whipping the ball around now. Right side, Jamison shoots over Griffin, and the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Well, you like it when a guy goes hard to the board, but you have to be smart. He went right over his back on that one. Not a good play.
I think he was just over anxious that time.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. They trail by 6. Here's Bledsoe. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so that's the end of the first half. Lakers ahead. They're up by 6. Folks, stick around here at halftime for the halftime show with Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Studios. Such great rivalry going on tonight. Let's check out how the first half is gone. The Los Angeles Lakers in front against the Clippers. They're off to a good start this season, playing with confidence. Kobe off to a good start. At the break, 7 points, and he's helped out with some key rebounds as well. And doing their best to stay alive, the Los Angeles Clippers. They'd like to forget that first half. Coach has not been happy with what he's seen out there, and they'll likely come out with major adjustments. Chris Paul hasn't made much of an impact so far. It hasn't been pretty. He's only got 1 make from the field. And that'll be it for us here. Thanks so much for joining me. It's time to head back to
Game. I don't like what Steve Nash has done in this game.
Yeah, this is exactly what we've come to expect from this guy, and he has delivered here through 3 quarters.
Yeah, that's not easy since teams always are keying on him as the team's top player, but to be able to play like he has, with the reputation he's got, I mean, that takes an awful lot of talent and focus.
So for the Clippers right now, in the front court, it's Durant, Butler, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan. Crawford out there with Chris Paul. Kobe kicks to Nash. Back to Kobe. He kicks it to Gasol. Pocket 6. Kobe goes in. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Kobe's got 9.
And he's the type of player who, when he gets it going, it is almost impossible to cool down. Coaches will call a timeout sometimes just to take away some of the momentum that he provides for that play.
And with him, given how well he shoots the ball, sometimes it doesn't matter how tight the defense is on him. As long as his shot isn't blocked, chances are he's knocking it down. When the big fella goes up like that, you better get out of the way. Not a lot of people knew what to make of the Lakers last season. I mean, first year with Mike Brown as the head coach, an aging group, maturing group, if you will. But they showed they still have that Laker magic at times.
After the Lakers, they struggled at times, but by the end of the season, Steve, they looked just as good as any team in contention for the title.
Well, you knew that it was going to take some time with the new coach as they put everything together. But defensively, that team was really good all season long. Offensively, they had their growing pains, but by the end of the year, I thought they had kicked it into gear pretty well.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. With the trade for Chris Paul, Los Angeles now has 2 playoff-caliber NBA teams. And the budding of a real rivalry where before it was more of a big brother and little brother situation between the Lakers and the Clippers. And the Clippers becoming increasingly popular in what's always been a Lakers town. But Chris Paul said, look, we're not trying to convert Lakers fans. We're just trying to give people who've been Clippers fans all this time something really good to cheer for. Kevin, you have to think the Lakers have felt the clip breathing down their necks.
Well, Doris, who doesn't love a good local rivalry? It can only be good for the league. Grant Hill, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. From the inbound, rebound the Lakers. Kobe's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
Yeah, these were two of the top teams in the conference a year ago. And I'll tell you what, this club was really at their best in those games. The season series really belonged to them.
Here's Paul. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Paul's got his second basket of the night.
That jump shot's like a layup for him when the defense backs off like that.
Matt Barnes is checked in for the Lakers. Ebanks comes in for Antoine Jameson. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Odom's checked in. Here's Howard. The Clippers grab the miss. Jordan's got his 3rd rebound on the night. You just can't overstate how important those matchups between the top conference teams are.
Well, there's always a lot at stake, Kevin. You want to get that good seed in the spring. Both these teams know every game is going to be a battle.
And these players think about that.
Yes.
They know about the seeding.
They sure do. They've got it in their mind.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Pau Gasol's checked in for Barnes. Jody Meeks comes in for Devin Ebanks. And it's Andrew Dowdlock in for Steve Nash. And Meeks kicks to Kobe. Inside to Gasol. In low to Howard. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
And a look here at how the Lakers ranked in the NBA last season. 2nd in rebound, 7th in assists. They were a top 10 team in field goal shooting. Not bad for a team that's got an awful lot of young, talented players.
And this is a team that really relied most heavily on the rebounding numbers that you talked about. I mean, top 5, they're a team that likes to attack the lane at both ends of the floor. They will control the glass on defense and try to pound you inside with the offensive board.
A different look for the Clippers. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Durant. Green comes in for Travis Leslie. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Chris Paul. Lakers leading by 3. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. And here's Kobe from the arc. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
Well, he misses that one. He did knock down 1 3-pointer in the first half, though.
Put that paw up there and banged it home. Man, that was nice.
Little Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, that was strong.
Simple, direct, and effective.
The Clippers enjoyed a big turnaround season last year, Kevin, but one area that they still could use work on is getting wins against other teams in the Pacific Division.
And here's the fast break. Odom leading the way. Butler dishes to Bledsoe. And it's the Clippers scoring again. The Lakers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the 3rd. That leaves room for improvements. Mark that point you made about the Clippers in the division. Just 7 and 7 for them last year. Steve, they could probably do better this year.
I would think so, although, you know, the Pacific is getting better. When you look at Golden State and Sacramento up north, both faring very well in the draft. Phoenix trying to make a little comeback, too. So, you know, Clippers, Lakers, the Pacific is becoming pretty tough.
Good. And now it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
Now, halftime was exactly what they needed, as they have shot the ball much better coming out of the break.
And they have looked a lot better this half. I don't know what it was. Perhaps they changed the rims, unbeknownst to us, but something changed.
And Meeks kicks to Kobe. Howard with a screen on Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Tries to snap the cold streak. Kobe gets the bucket. Kobe's got 6 points in the quarter.
If he gets a glimpse of an opening, he's going to take it right to the rim.
And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And some changes here for the Lakers. Antoine Jameson's checked in for Gasol. Blake comes in for Meeks. And it's Nash in for Andrew Dowdlock. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Hill comes in for Lamar Odom. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Willie Green. And it's Paul in for Eric Bledsoe. The Clippers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Well, you look at last season's numbers, guys. They're down below 70% as a team from the line.
You know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
You know, the Lakers weren't quite as dominant as they were in 2010-11. but it wasn't because of how they played against the West. They really did a nice job against their conference rivals.
And so Paul nails both of them. 32-16 was their end mark of the season against the West. The Lakers certainly showed they can play with every team that was a contender out there, and they were tough, but it just at the end, it just did not come together.
Well, nonetheless, winning 2 out of every 3 games you play in conference action is a good recipe for finishing near the top of the standings. The Lakers would have loved to have been that #1 seed, but they didn't get it. It wasn't because of how they played in the West, though.
It was, I think, that they're the 3rd seed in the Western Conference, as it turned out. And the first one at the line is good.
Well, you knew that Dwight Howard had his days in Orlando numbered. That was clear. You just didn't know where he would end up. But his move to this team definitely was the big story of the offseason.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Well, getting back to Howard again, I mean, anytime you have a chance to get probably the best center in the league, it's a huge deal, and I think you just go for it. You do whatever it takes to get him. So I think this is a coup. I mean, Howard's had his problems. He had the back issue last year, all the controversy as he tried to get out of Orlando, but in the end, this guy is a monster, the best defensive player in the NBA, and really right in his prime.
Jameson the pass to Howard. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Lets it go from deep. Nice shot by Jameson. Jameson's got 7 points. Here's Paul. Shot is off. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Lakers lead by 1. And when we return, we'll get the 4th.
The new season in the NBA rolls on. Darren Williams and the Brooklyn Nets take on LeBron James and the Miami Heat. Live next Wednesday night.
The Lakers in the lead, and at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
I'm interested in what happens with that Pistons game. Guys, that's a good matchup.
So with Howard sitting on the bench, this is the group Mike Brown has right now. Bryant in at shooting guard. Devin Evans is out there with Antoine Jameson. Then it's Nash, and it's Gasol. And at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
This game very well could come down to a few possessions, and if that's the case, rebounding could play lost.
Yeah, in a close game like this one, securing the ball is so vital. And the hot shooting continues, guys.
Yeah, it sure does, Steve. They've mothballed the defense, though. It's all about offense today.
Now Kobe. Back to Jameson. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Kobe's got 3 assists now in this one. Well, as we move into the 4th, it's been an even game.
Yeah, it has been. Neither team able to create any significant separation so far.
Steve?
Yeah, that's right, guys. The lead has now changed hands 5 times.
Griffin dishes to Crawford. Fader on the way. Can't get it to go. So the Lakers will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Nash kicks to Kobe. 3-pointer. Griffin grabs the board. Griffin's got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's Paul penetrating. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Here's a look at the schedule for the Los Angeles Lakers. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. First one falls for.
Kevin, you look at their free throw percentage. They've been very efficient from the line today. That's a big factor.
Some changes for the Lakers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Gasol. And it's Jody Meeks in for Devin Ebanks. Caron Butler's checked in for the Clippers. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You know, Chris Paul is acknowledged as one of the great point guards in the game, but he may still be underrated. And some of the more stat-minded types, the analytics guys out there, they'll point out that when you take everything into account, defense, scoring, passing, Chris Paul actually may be the best point guard of all time.
It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
Well, 7 lead changes, Kevin and Steve, in this one, and we could very well be seeing more.
Yeah, I believe it, because these two teams so well matched up. You look at the talent. I think we're in for a very, very competitive night.
We talk about the best point guard ever. Of course, the titles for Magic Johnson and the longevity and productivity of John Stockton have to give them a place right there at the top of the ladder.
Yeah, we'll just have to see how Chris Paul's career progresses, but when you compare the numbers to those greats, he's right there or better in a number of categories. So if he can do it for a little while longer, his name will be right amongst theirs.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Crawford passes to Paul. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
What a play. No regular dunk there. A superb alley-oop.
And it was a great pass, too, to set him up.
No, those two have such a great feel for each other. They're just fun to watch play together.
Here's Nash. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. 9 points for Nash. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Guys, I had a chance to find out what Vinny Del Negro was discussing with his players. He laid out the X's and O's and told them, we're still alive, guys. We just got to work together, trust each other, and play our backsides off. Kevin, we'll see if they've got enough in the tank to get over the top.
And it's Butler missing. Lakers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Kobe dishes to Howard. With the fadeaway. You know what? The Clippers go the other way with it.
Still trying to get into the swing of things here offensively. It just does not happen for him here.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
Free throw drops for Crawford. And the Lakers making a change here. Gasol's checked in. And the Clippers with a change here too. Jordan's checked in. Both free throws, good from Crawford.
Another trip to the line, and he's right on the mark. He's not a guy you want to get in the habit of putting on the strike.
Kobe gets a screen from Howard. And Kobe, here we go. Howard. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Griffin's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Butler with the ball. Guarded now by Nash. Kobe against Crawford. Dishes to Paul. And they double up Paul. Butler. Shot clock at 6. Crawford's shot is good.
When you look at the story defensively in this game, I mean, they've gone backwards in the second half. A little too casual for me. It's costly. They're paying for it.
Nash kicks to Howard. It's Kobe Bryant on the way. Guarded by Crawford. Kobe attacking. Gets it to go.
4 of their last 5 buckets are coming in the pin area.
They're in attack mode right now, barreling in there with bad man intention.
There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Butler. Kicks it out to Paul. Outside Butler. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Crawford's shot is good.
Things are finally turning around for him. He's looked pretty good here in this half.
Outside, Kobe. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And the Lakers call time here. They're trailing by 4. 1:15 left to play in the final quarter. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Jump shots haven't been falling, and the free throw attempts have dried up as well.
Yeah, that's something that gave them a boost early, Steve, but now everything's coming from outside.
1:15 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Inside to Gasol. Straight up. And he converts the layup. And that bucket ignites the crowd.
Crucial bucket there. And you hear it in their reaction.
And you can feel the energy throughout this building right now. What a huge shot.
Crawford passes the ball. Defended by Nash. Here's Crawford. No good. Good work defensively by Kobe. Lakers have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Puts it up. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
Great play by Kobe tonight. He's got 17 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
Well, you can't discount what that's meant to this team. I mean, he's helped their cause with his passing, and it's really given his team a nice groove.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
Now, you can't say enough about his composure in big moments. He's as cool as they come, guys.
Knocked loose. Nash with it, and Crawford picks him up defensively. Good.
Watch out now. Nash is on fire.
Kicks to Crawford. Shoots over Kobe. They get it back. Griffin. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And that's an intentional foul.
Well, you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
Yeah, in this situation, clock management crucial.
Misses the first one. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Al Paul. Outside Butler. From downtown. A rebound by Gasol. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, that's all she wrote. I think he sealed the deal with those free throws.
And so the Lakers take the win. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doyce, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant.